Captain Dean Show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Captain Dean Show. I'm going to give you a little hint about what this particular episode is all about. I have loved grape soda for as long as I can remember, and my memories go back to when I was about 3 years old. My grandmother used to have a 12-pack of knee-high grape soda in her refrigerator. She had Welch's grape soda and New Grape and Grape when Walmart started carrying that when I was a kid. And I have always loved grape soda. So much so that I thought, that was a way to distract you so I could take another drink. Growing up, obviously a fan of Van Halen, and wanted to have the Jack Daniels base, of course. And it was so cool. And a couple of years ago, I came across my discovery on Facebook Marketplace of a $25 base. It was, I knew it wasn't a Squire. I knew it was just a cheapy P-base kind of knockoff, but it was $25. And I'm like, well, I've got to buy that. So I reached out to the person. Sure enough, it was legit. They met me at a sketchy parking lot, and I was able to give them a quick $25 cash. And in return, I got this base. It was I can't remember what the name on this was. I think it was like Bridge Craft or something. It had craft in it. And I was like, well, that's funny. Like a craft soda. But I got this base for $25 off Facebook Marketplace. And I bought it for the reason to do this. Keeping with the theme of the last few episodes, I had the idea of doing a custom collage pick guard of all the different grape soda brands and even some like packaging things where like the grapes and just the word grape in general came off of like certain bottles and cans. Clap your hands. And this was my idea. And to put the grape soda logo on the headstock along with the little grape emblem and oh so good off of the oh so great. But anyway, this was my idea. This was my version of Michael Anthony's Jack Daniels base. This was what I wanted a Captain Dean base to be. And lo and behold, I was able to find the purple and black Ernie Ball strap one day, I believe at Guitar Center. And this is the idea that I had. And it worked. So the pick guard was pretty easy to do. These are all labels off of either bottles or the actual like 12-pack cardboard thing. Like I think the Welch's came off of that. The grape soda logo here actually came off of the Meyer brand. And some of these are just, off of that kind of stuff. But the majority of it, you've got the brands that I love. Knee-High, Welch's, Crush, Grape, Grapico, and Faygo and Fanta and Sunkist are all featured. The ones you don't see very much would be Fitz, Spectre, and New Grape. Didn't have a label for me to get off of anything, but I was able to take the bottle caps and glue them onto the knobs, so I thought that was kind of cool. But like you get brand names from like grocery stores, like Big K, Publix. This was from Meyer. Oh So Grape is a brand that I found, like a bottling company kind of thing. But I get asked all the time, what is your favorite grape soda? Well, let's break it down for you. Number 1, Knee-High. Number 2, Welch's. Number 3, New Grape. Number 4, Spectre. And number 5, golly. Actually, you know what? It was, what brand was it? It was actually this one. I found this in some random store in Nashville, Tennessee. And it's a Japanese company, grape soda, Hamsta. This was delicious. And I would put that in my top 5. I have a collection, and you're about to see that. So anyway, this episode is about the grape soda base, which I call Grape Ape. It is a cheap knockoff pea base, most likely very similar in the shape and everything that I could tell of what a glary base would be like. You know, just those bases you can get on eBay for like, $40, $50 or whatever. That's what it reminded me of. So the purple paint is actually the same as this, the Krylon Shortcuts craft paint that you can buy at the craft stores. I found this very brand in this color purple. And that is what I used to paint the body. It was originally black with a white pick guard, of course. I stripped off the black, painted it purple, gave it a few scuff mark areas. And the stickers are cool. The Ellie badge. When the movie Up came out, and they took a grape soda bottle cap and turned it into a badge of honor, I was happy. And I immediately jumped to anything that I could find. And we were at Disney World, and I was able to get the pins that were featured on the last episodes. I actually got a bigger version of that on a keychain too. But I was able to go to work one day. I used to work in the apparel industry. I was able to get the t-shirt screen made so that I could print my own t-shirt to have, because I just had to have this. And my coworker Logan actually took the Ellie badge and turned it into a sticker. So she actually printed off a sheet of these for me, and the one that's back here on the back looks more like a bottle cap. I put that on the back of the neck plate. But that's literally all I did. The guitar was in terrible condition. Very rusted. The inside of the pickups were really bad. The wiring was, really falling off. Believe it or not, when I plugged it in, it actually worked. But if you moved just right, it would stop working. So the original pickups came out. These pickups were actually in a Squier Jaguar base. It's actually this one, if you can see it in the video. The one I turned into a Mark Hoppus reverse relic. These pickups actually were in that guitar. So these are the Squier Classic Series, or is that what they call it? Anyway, they're Squier stock pickups. They're stacked knobs, so you can actually do a bottom and a top turn for the volume and the tone. And I just officially changed these out like not too long ago. I painted it, I made it, and I basically just hung it on the wall. I didn't really play it live or anything, but now that these pickups are in here, I plan to use it more often live, because it's up and running and sounds so much better than what it was. But the most common question I get for the pick guards that I do, this one was another different approach. The Pink Monster had stickers directly on a pick guard. The P base, the yellow base, those are stickers on a thin piece of Mylar film that was cut out to shape, and then a clear acrylic pick guard on top of it. This pick guard, I went a little different approach. These are all labels and, just the graphics that I've cut off of something. And I put them on top of a giant white sticker sheet. So the top was like a matte finish, and then of course if you peel it off, it's just a huge sticker. So all I did was basically place these on that pick guard shape, and I just traced out the image and put it on top of that sticker. I ran it through a laminating machine. So that's why it's so flush looking, is because it's laminated. So all of this got laminated, and I cut it out to shape, and then I stuck it onto here. So it's actually strong enough to stick to this without peeling up. But of course, the screws are what hold it down, and you know, it's held up. It's not really done any damage, but I don't really play it that often either. But I hope to play it more often soon. The headstock I left alone for quite a while, and then I eventually put the green paint on it, because I've noticed with most I've noticed with most grape soda bottles, the theme is usually green and white with purple. So I thought the purple body with a green headstock would make perfect sense. I didn't do anything major to the neck at all, except the traditional tighten up the truss rod, make sure it's straight. And I did a little bit of light sanding back here, but not too much. I didn't pull it down to the wood grain or anything. But anyway, it's quite dusty. I haven't even played it in a while. This is Grape.
I have absolutely no idea what year this base was made. I'm pretty sure the brand name was Bridgecraft. I can't remember exactly what the headstock had on it. I'm pretty sure it was just Bridgecraft. I'll have to dig up the photos to add to the rest of the video. But this is what I ended up doing with it. Kind of a brighter green color. And then the grape soda logos came off of some stickers. For a $25 base, I think I did pretty good. It's very lightweight, very comfortable to play, and the neck pretty much feels exactly like a P base. I did a little wear on it up here, and it's got a few dents and dings that were added to it just for fun, because you know I can't sit still. Scuff everything. Nothing is perfect. The purple and black Ernie Ball strap was an absolute perfect addition to this base. A lot of people say, "Where's Sunkissed?" It's right there. There's Fanta, Big K, Kroger brand, Faygo, Grape, God Bless Alabama, Fitz's, Knee High, Grapette. Most Walmarts carry that. Oh So Grape. These came off of some just unknown names. I think this one here came off of a 7-Eleven grape soda. Welch's Old School logo. Crush. Drink Grape soda actually came off of the Meyer brand grape soda. Little tidbit for you to know, Meyer grape soda was made by Faygo. And the Ellie badge. Only the highest honor. I definitely wanted to do something cool to the volume and tone knob, and this was my solution. I could not find a label or a sticker of Spectre or New Grape, so this is what I did. This is my grape soda collection. I started collecting grape soda bottles probably in my mid 30s or so. So for about 15 years now, I've got pretty much everything brand wise that I'm a fan of. It is rare to come across anything that I haven't had, but every now and then I'll find one and it will get added to the collection. The Ellie badge pin that I have on my Sugar 4 base over there on the left came off of this, and I keep it inside my case. And oddly enough, I do not have an Ellie badge on this guitar strap, but I hope to change that my next trip to Disney World. There's a pretty decent collection of cans in the back that normally aren't visible when the glass bottles are in the front. I recently came across this. This is a Fanta Japanese version in a can. My personal top 5 favorite grape sodas: Knee High, Welch's, New Grape, Spectre, Grape. Honorable mentions: Grapette, Oh So Grape, Reading Draft, Route 66 Soda, Jones Cola, Fitz's. If I ever come across Hampsta soda ever again, I'm going to buy a lifetime supply. This was amazing. So there you go. Episode 5, Grape Ape. I love how this turned out, and I need to play it live more often, especially now that I've changed the pickups. Tune in for another episode of the Captain Dean Show where I'll feature one of these other basses.